Hey, I'm Josh, and let me read this article for you because I'm pretty awesome like that. All right, so let's talk about why the best team is a PR team and why you might consider outsourcing PR. And I know, look, as a business owner, and if you've got a limited budget, it might be one of those things you're like, geez, I don't know. Should we really make that expense? Or can we just continue to do this ourselves? Now, at the very, very beginning, when you have no money, yeah, trust me, I don't want to see you spend a lot of money on an expensive PR firm that's not going to guarantee you results, that is going to string you along and just eat up lots of billable hours. Trust me, I know how frustrating that can be. All right. So let me get to the article here. All right. There's a constant question of whether or not it's necessary to have a PR company help you with your publicity needs. But what you may not realize is that there are just simply things that you can't do with your DIY public relations plan. It would make no sense for you to do this stuff, and I'll explain what that is. Having an experienced team work on your public relations is absolutely vital. Trust me, I've made years of mistakes with my own company, SavingsAngel, and I know that there's no better way to build your company and earn publicity than through PR. But here's the thing. I've also blown over $25,000 on PR firms. So it's pretty critical that you see behind the curtain into what a PR firm actually does, and then you can use this information to better hire a PR firm that's going to represent you well. Maybe that's us. We're not a fit for everybody. Now, I created upendPR to be the type of agency that I needed for nearly 10 years, but it just didn't exist prior to what we have now. Now, if you want to learn about how we're different, you can look at our product page and you can see exactly why we're the perfect first solution for most digital entrepreneurs. All right, so let's go through the reasons why you might want to outsource this. Number one is that we don't give up. And this is huge. In public relations, persistence is key. Now, we at upendPR have years of experience under our belts, and we can reach out to the right people in a carefully planned manner. If one tactic is unsuccessful in reaching the desired goal, we refuse to let it end there. We're paid to do our job and to get results. So we're able to change the approach and try again. When other people, like if you were to just do this yourself, you probably would give up. You just wave your hands in the air and say, PR doesn't work. Okay, we know PR works. All right. So we want you to succeed as much as you do. So we do everything in our power to get you the right connections and coverage to earn you great publicity and positive image. Number two, we have the time that you don't. Public relations is a huge part of building your company, and it needs consistency. It's just going to take time. I wish there was a way to shortcut a lot of this work, but there just isn't. It's just simply because good PR is built on authenticity and relationship building. And if you try and shortcut the process by just spraying and praying or just spamming people, you're just going to develop a bad name for yourself. It is not going to work. That said, when you invest in PR, in a PR agency that believes what I just mentioned in terms of authenticity and relationships, you will get the results, right? Now, we know that running a business keeps you pretty busy, and our time is solely dedicated to getting great companies like yours the publicity deserved. Now, it may take you several hours of precious time and research to figure out how to write a media pitch or press release, and you may still be unsure of how to reach your targeted audience, or maybe even not know precisely who your audience is. But a dedicated upendPR professional can expertly work in tandem with you to write a pitch and then get it to your targeted audience for you. Think of it this way. We do the dirty work. We spend the time you don't have to spare on building your company into what you want it to become without you having to stress about, am I doing this right? Number three, we absorb the fear of rejection for you. And I absolutely, in my years of consulting with startups, and I've done a lot of pro bono work as well, and I really ask people to, all right, I want you to do some PR work right now. Go ahead, do it. Like the fear of rejection really paralyzes them. And so I want you to think of all of the missed opportunities because you felt, I don't want to bother them, or, I'm too small for them, whatever it may be, right? We absorb that for you. We're not afraid of rejection. This is just what we do, all right? Because we believe in our work, and we know what the rate of success is for the kind of outreach that we do. Because putting yourself out there, it's intimidating, it's stressful. How are people going to respond to your message? What if they don't like what you have to say? Now, as PR professionals, we realize that there just are going to be no's along the way to finding your yes. Now, when we go through our channels to find you connections and publicity, we deal with the rejection head on so that you don't have to. We know that sometimes journalists have to say no to stories that simply don't fit their schedule or niche of news. At upendPR, we've been around the block a few times, and we know that rejection does not mean the end. We're here to help you succeed, and that's what you'll see us do, even if it takes us a few tries. Number 4, we can help you on the path to making your own connections with influencers. Now, there are a few tried and true ways for entrepreneurs and business owners to make connections, and we don't keep those a secret from you. At upendPR, this is really what makes us very distinct compared to most PR firms. See, unlike other PR firms, we want to teach you how to make connections, nurture them, and use them to help build your business. We tailor our connections to each individual client, going out of our way to help build your path to influencers and thought leaders that have common values and business ideas. Now, instead of you spending hours and hours wading through possible contacts that are loosely related to your industry, we can help bonds with highly influential people that get you the publicity and coverage that you need. So, again, what we try to do is we make the connections, and then we don't try to sit in the front seat with you for the remainder of your business and eat up your billable hours. Okay, the way that we structure our products and services, it doesn't make sense for us to do that. We are really based upon results and success. And I feel like that's absolutely a much fairer way of doing PR. All right. Number 5, we see trends that you just don't. All right. As members of the media ourselves and business communities, we're members of business communities as well. We constantly have our ear to the ground as to the latest trends in media and upcoming opportunities. We take the time to find chances for you and your company to shine that are timely and figure out the best ways to keep you relevant. It can be exhausting for a busy entrepreneur to keep up with the changes, but at upendPR, we love it. We're crazy about it. It's our job to stay on top of what's relevant for you, what's working, and what's going to be good for your business. And we take that knowledge and help gain you the exposure necessary to grow. And then number 6, and this is what you may not realize, right? We have access to the best tools, and these tools are pricey. All right. Now, when you choose to do PR with other companies or independently, you have to pay massive amounts of money to gain access to the essential tools for successful PR. Now, services like using a media database start at $7,000 a year if you really want the good stuff. All right. And receiving reporter inquiry alerts from the services that we use, it's another $5,000 a year for our agency level access. And trust me, it is a world of difference. The free level stuff that you might have access to, it's nowhere near what we get for our members. It's a huge, huge difference. So is it worth the money for you? Probably not. For us to share and build this network of business owners that get to take advantage of all this agency level stuff, it's really awesome. Now, monitoring is another $5,000 a year, not to mention influencer outreach. That's another $2,400 a year. PR associate memberships, $600 a year. PR project management platforms, another $600 a year. PR newswire, press release type stuff, that's another $10,000 a year that we pay to have access to. Now, these tools are necessary to make the work happen much quicker. We can just do stuff that you just absolutely don't have the ability to unless you start plunking down all of that change. And then then you'll have the access. All right. But again, we can just make results happen a lot faster. All right. Do you want 2 to 4 media placements a month starting 3 years from now? Or maybe 2 months from now, right? If you work with us, we just speed up the process, right? And again, if you want to start driving hundreds, maybe thousands of people to your website, people who trust you, saw you in the media, again, when do you want that to happen? Well, again, if you want to do it the DIY route, it's just going to take you a lot longer. Okay. All right. Now, some PR gurus, and there are PR gurus that are going to teach you all of the secrets of PR. And I love them. I mean, they're really teaching valuable stuff. But here's the deal. They are not agencies. Okay. So what they're going to do is they're going to teach you good philosophy, right? And you need that good philosophy. And there are a lot of great people. They sell expensive video programs, and that's fantastic. And is it worth it? Yeah, probably, for you to learn that stuff. But again, they're not going to give you access to the tools of the trade. You're still going to know how to do it better, and you'll know how to pitch yourself to media outlets, and you still need to go through the manual work of locating them. But again, it's really helpful if you have access to all of these tools that a really good agency is going to have. So not only does upendPR utilize these tools on a daily basis, but we are constantly investing in and testing new services and tools. We test and buy a lot of stuff that we do or don't use just because we're constantly looking for ways to speed up and systematize the process of PR for our target audience. Our target audience being digital entrepreneurs and startups. So with upendPR, you get more than public relations, you get marketing consulting too. So we try to work with you. And we believe that, again, I'm not going to get into all of this, but again, for our target audience, who we're looking for is someone that's going to do okay if I make a connection with a very influential reporter with a little bit of coaching. They'll kind of figure out what to do, and they'll do all right. That's kind of who we work with. So, if you're a client, you're like, man, I don't ever want to talk to a reporter. We are not for you. We would not be a good solution for you. And similarly, if you've got zero budget and you just want to do everything yourself and just experiment for the next couple of years, we're also not a good solution for you as well. So we're kind of in the middle there. All right. So now, having a consistent PR team on your side can provide you with more for less. A good PR team is going to take the time you don't have to focus on the exposure and connections necessary to building your company exactly the way you want. We facilitate connections that could take you years to gain yourself. And again, we don't just keep them with us always in the middle model like some agencies where we just want to charge you billable hours anytime you want to talk to the influencer that we made the connection with. And trust me, I have seen that a lot. There are a lot of really good agencies out there, but there are a lot of other ones that, are just looking for excuses to charge you for stuff. And it's frustrating. All right. Now, everything a PR professional does for you is tailored generally to your needs and your liking. And the rejection doesn't stop them from giving your business the publicity it deserves. Now, some say things are better when you do it yourself, but the tools and opportunities the upendPR team can provide are more valuable than anything you can create on your own. And trust me, talking to you, business owner to business owner, I want to make this process of publicity easy for you. I want you to have success. I want you to get all of the exposure you want because exposure is everything. And if you don't have enough exposure, you could have the best business plan in the world, the best services in the world, but if nobody knows about it, no one's buying them. And I want you to be fabulously wealthy. I want you to be fabulously successful. So that's why we created what we created here at upendPR. I hope this information was valuable. Yes, it was a little self-serving and kind of talking about what we do here. But hopefully, even if you decide you want to hire another PR firm and you still want to do it yourself, God bless you for that. Hopefully this information was valuable for you to kind of at least understand what a good PR firm should be doing. And with that, hopefully this was valuable. I hope you take this information, you profit from it, and hopefully we get to work together sometime real soon. Thanks so much. All right, here we go. I'm going to read this article for you because I'm awesome like that. All right, so let's talk about, my microphone's way far away. That's not going to work.